Hello and welcome to an interview with Jenna Schofield. On behalf of Resilient Women in Business, I am Diane Hume and I am the leader of the White Rock chapter. And I have Jenna Schofield here, who has been a member of Resilient Women in Business for quite a while now, and has now just become a new member for our new chapter in White Rock. So welcome, Jenna. Super excited to have you here and to be doing this interview with you today.
Thank you, Diane. It's my pleasure, and thank you for having me.
It's beautiful. So what made you decide to become a mortgage broker?
I have a large passion and love for numbers. Sometimes I say that numbers is my first language and English is my second. I also have a great love for real estate, so I merged the two together and became a mortgage broker. Being self-employed and having control of my own business is also something that is very important to me, so it all kind of came together.
Yes, that's I can't relate to the numbers thing, but I'm sure glad that there are people out there that do. Thank you, Jenna, for that. So what excites you most about being a mortgage broker?
I'd say it's my clients. Working with everybody has a super unique situation, and just kind of being along their journey of their growth or helping them achieve something that they didn't think was possible or that they have always wanted. It's super exciting. That being said, once the ball gets rolling, on to the next journey, because there's lots that can happen once you have your first mortgage.
Yes, I can remember having my first mortgage. Oh my goodness, it was so exciting. I wish I had known that there were people like you out there at the time, because it was really a scary thing to start. So how has this business altered you, and has it altered you in any way?
I'd say yes and no. I guess I could relate this to life. The business requires a lot of resiliency, but I think that's been called upon us, everyone, in the last couple of years to move and adapt to changing times. When it comes to your mortgage, I mean, nothing is promised. Things are changing every week, every month, and we kind of have to roll with the punches and take advantage of where we fit in and take those risks and keep going.
Yes, it is risky, and you mentioned resilience, which is really, really required right now in general, and especially when you're making such a big decision.
Absolutely. Yeah. I remember my first mortgage, and it was super scary. I was really prepared for it because I over prepare. But it was still, the emotions take over, even if you know better. A lot of the time, this buying and selling, emotions take over, and some of our rational minds go out the door. So it's always, it's fun. It's fun to get to know your clients and help them through that journey.
Yes, emotions, and yeah, having someone knowing what they're doing it's so important, and for you to recognize the emotional state of what it's like to go through that yourself too. Yes, it's good. So Resilient Women in Business. You became a member of Resilient Women in Business to assist you in your business. And I'm just curious, how has that been for you?
It's been really good. I would say I've grown in areas that I didn't necessarily recognize that I needed growth in. So I've stepped out of my shell a lot more comfortable speaking to people and connecting with people. It's a relationship business, just like many others. And that's the key to the success, is really making those connections and helping people. And Resilient Women has definitely helped me grow in those areas.
Yeah, and you're wonderful to have on the dream team as well. So important.
Yeah.
So I have another question just about mortgages, because this was something I had learned, and I was so surprised to know that that how to go about choosing a mortgage broker, and even that you exist, and what it costs for someone to come to you. Could you explain a little bit about that as well?
Yeah, definitely. So I'll start with the cost. A mortgage broker costs you or the client nothing. So the lender that we end up going to will pay me a commission on completion of the mortgage. So I work directly for the client, not the bank. And that is where all of my attention goes. And then the value of having a broker is that you can choose between several lenders. So for instance, one may have a better rate, although the rate is not necessarily the most important thing. Oftentimes you want to get the lowest cost, not the lowest rate, or a mortgage product does not fit one client properly where it fits another client perfectly, and that is very lender specific. Especially when it comes to self-employed or somebody that's kind of doesn't fit the regular boxes, which is more common than not. So where you may get denied at one bank or lender, you may qualify at another, or you may qualify for much more at another lender. So we're definitely a good tool to have in your pocket for options and to set you up for your next move. Like your long-term goals. Some mortgages can be restrictive, and you may incur costs that you didn't see coming on future goals. It's good to get ahead of those.
That's really good to know about the self-employed too, because Resilient Women in Business, all of us are all entrepreneurs, and sometimes that's a little challenging to put through all of the credentials and that being self-employed. Yeah. So yeah, that's really helpful.
It's a fun puzzle on my end, and like I said, there's more and more options for the self-employed. So, and I've always been self-employed, so it's a good niche.
Yeah, it definitely is. And like you said, it doesn't cost us anything to go through you. That was a shock to me when I first learned about a mortgage broker. I thought, why would anyone just go straight to the bank when you can have somebody go up to bat for you like that?
Exactly.
Do you have a specific success story that you could share with us, maybe with one of your clients, about how they were able to get a mortgage through you?
Sure. I mean, I feel like they're all a success story.
Yeah. One that kind of stands out.
I'll share. More presently, I'm working with a client who originally wanted to sell their home and upgrade to a bigger house. And I had to deliver kind of the bad news, like that's a little bit of a stretch. It's not going to happen in the near future. And then we talked and we brainstormed, but I said, well, you could do this. You could refinance and purchase a rental property. And we went ahead and did that last year for the refinance, and we're purchasing, they put a down payment on a pre-build, and we're finishing that mortgage now. And it's so funny because she messaged me and she says, I'm so happy we didn't buy that larger house. Like, this is so much better. This is like what my life needed right now. So that was a fun, happy message. Oh,
I just got tingles from that. That's amazing.
And I actually have a first-time home buyer who's getting her keys today. She got not turned down at the bank, but didn't qualify for what she wanted. And I got her a little bit more money, and she's moving in this weekend.
Oh, fabulous. Oh my gosh. I can relate to that too, just thinking about my daughter and son-in-law also just starting out, baby, and going to be looking for a home soon. So really important to have somebody go to bat for them. So do you have an ask of the members at Resilient Women in Business?
If you have any questions, no matter how small or if you think they're dumb, they're all relevant. Or if you're ready to set up a plan or you want a consultation on your existing mortgage, how we can make it better, how we can either make or save you money with your mortgage, my time is free. So I'm happy to help and give advice and help you plan. Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful. And you've also helped me out, Jenna, when we were redoing our mortgage. So I'm super pleased and I would recommend you in a heartbeat. So how can people find you?
You can call me. That's probably the easiest. But I also, you can set up an appointment or give me a shout, or I actually have a online app, which you can run your own numbers, play around with them, for people that like numbers. Or if you're not into talking so much, I also have an online application. It's just step by step, and you can sign up right away and go from there.
Fabulous. Well, thank you so much, Jenna, for this interview. And I look forward to seeing you at all the meetings and at Resilient Women in Business in White Rock. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.